Hello, everybody. How are we doing? How we doing? Gonna get started or continue on my Dojo's Got Talent part. But first, I'll show you guys where I'm at with Ski Buddy, the next character that I've been working on for the SRHGU, the Stones RHG universe. Ski Buddy is going to be the third release. I'll kind of show you where he's at right now as I get everyone active from the mountain. All right, here we go. I'll just let this kind of run for a little bit while we get started here. I don't know if I'm going to be working on this tonight. I want to see if I can get my Dojo's Got Talent finished. I want to have it done early. I'm almost done with it. Yo, Hava. Modern Jack, Crazy Master, Epic Inc. Hello, buddy. What's up, Elevator? We're gaming, dude. What's up? Yeah, I want to finish up my Dojo's Got Talent. But I want to show you guys where I ended up last time. Bust, what's up, dude? How is everyone doing, man? I wonder if we're going to get new friends tonight. Feature, Waddle. Right? He puts the skis on mid-cut. Dude, I don't know what I was on. This whole sequence here. I feel like somebody else took the wheel. This section right here. He's swinging the blade. Goes up. Kicks with the ski blade. Puts this foot down, lands it, but he's off balance. Swings this back behind him, throws it down so he can catch his balance, and then reverse flips the opposite way for a kick. I don't know. Somebody else took the wheel, man. We also shredded up a snowman. Yeah, I've been saying that. I don't know who was behind the wheel during all this, but I'll take it, man. I will take it. I think I did see that, Boss. I think I did see Yeon posted. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this is going so far. Dope, what's up, buddy? Feeling good because your fighting stickman is really cool for... is really so cool for real. I know it, but I think this guy's doing great. Thank you so much, Epic. I do want to do more Stone reviews. I like doing them a lot. I don't know where to post them now, though, you know? Do I put them on my own YouTube? I don't know. I have a couple recorded already. But this is where we're currently at on Ski Buddy. We've only been animating Ski Buddy for, I think, a little under a week. I think it was like 3 or 4 days. So we made, like, pretty ridiculous progress on him so far. I still have to go back. I animate the snowballs that are spawned when he attacks. You can see them here in this part here, but this section here doesn't have any spawning. Custom brushes. That's fun. All right, one more time, and then I'll show you my Dojo's Got Talent so far. Junko was a hit, man. Is anyone here from checking me out on YouTube or TikTok Shorts for the Junko demo? Also, I had some lore I wanted to drop on some of you guys about the Stones RHG universe. The plan and vision I have in mind. I said a bit of it earlier in general chat, but I wanted to share it again here tonight. Junko is sick, dude. I'm glad people are really enjoying him. I wish more people saw Pyro Knight because I think they would love him just as much. But we definitely got some more traction this time around, which is really cool to see. I can't wait to get more and more people involved in this world. Junko more terrifying than Pennywise? Oh yeah, he'd make quick work of Pennywise for sure. Easy money. Okay, so my lore is this. When the two gods, the two brothers, let me just get the whole list open. When the two brothers summon all of these characters, the two brothers want to decide what the matchups are going to be. And so what they're doing is Neptune and Ultra are actually spawning all of them into this void. And all of these demonstrations are actually happening at the same time. But us as viewers are seeing them linearly, one at a time, because that's how we can perceive them. Right? So what you're seeing when I release these demonstrations is what the two brothers are seeing all at once. So canonically, all of these demonstrations are happening at the same time. So what I plan on doing is when we have a few minutes of demos, may that be, 4, 5, 6 demos, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a widescreen YouTube full length tying them together. So for instance, at the end of Junko's demonstration, you see him run off the screen. I might have Junko run off the screen and then animate him running in front of Pyro Knight's demonstration. So all of them will be synced together, and I will make animations segueing them together so that you can see that these are happening at the same time. You'll have to wait and see, feature. I've actually planned this out for years. Not years back, but I had this planned out years ahead. But I wanted to let you guys know how all of these demonstrations are actually happening at the same time. So they're all going to be tying together. Because the gods, they're gods. They don't have to watch each one at a time. They have the ability to witness all of it happening at once. So even though it might take years to finish all the demonstrations, it's actually all happening in the same window of time. They're all spawned into essentially this training void, this training light void, where they're able to fight off all these NPCs to showcase their strengths so that the two brothers can do the best possible matchups, or the matchups that they want to see. What's up, Okidox? So when you're a viewer watching this, you're seeing the demo, right? Then you maybe see another demo, another demo, another demo, and then you're going to see a short, almost compilation that has a little more lore tied to it, meaning that it's not going to have long dialogue or anything like that, but you're going to see them maybe be summoned into one location, have all the, let's say if it was Ecstatic, Ski Buddy, Junko, and Pyro Knight, you can see them walk together on the screen in Andre's arena, and then the two gods snap them into the light void, which is what you're seeing right here. The yellow background is the light void. And then it'll play through their demonstrations and segue one next to another, or overlapping with one another into some sort of short finale where, conclusion. And that'll be the full length. So you'll get the shorts of the demonstration, you'll get the hype videos, you'll get the narrated lore, and then we'll get a full length that isn't crazy long, but will tie together a little like pod of a few characters. So that way we can learn about the characters individually, but then also learn about them almost like in a little small sub-faction of like a chunk, Because you'll have the individual character. You'll learn about the individual character through its demonstration and lore. Then you'll have multiples of those characters through their demonstration and lore. And then you can see kind of how they are actually close to each other in this yellow void. You might see a fight happening in the background all of a sudden now of Pyro Knight's demonstration, or an enemy flying by, or like how we saw the plunger flew by in Junkos, but we didn't see who threw it. So Pyronite could have been over here, and when Pyronite punched that one guy, the first guy when he hit that first guy who had the plunger the first time and sent him flying, that could have been when we saw it bounce in front of Junko's demonstration, right? And so Plunge, the guy who came by and grabbed the plunger, actually could have grabbed that and witnessed Junko fighting as he runs through. So as I make this fuller length animation, I might actually show in the middle of Junko's demonstration, I might actually show Plunge running, picking up the plunger, and then leaving. You get what I'm saying? So it's not going to be lore like dialogue and text. And there might be some, but I don't typically like doing that. It's going to be more so slinging little Easter eggs together for you guys to kind of enjoy and world build. So yeah, that's what I've been digesting. In the meantime, I'll show you where my Dojo's Got Talent is at. This is Junko. He's showcasing his ability to combine items. So he's like, haha, chair, a tire, and a rocket. And he's going to make a unicycle rocket chair and ride it around the stage a little bit and exit. Poor NPC got hit so hard he flew by the barriers that separates the MCs in the void. Yeah. Kuzo, what's up, buddy? What's up, Skelly? What's up, Stick 15? Spiffy? Right? Little nice little smears. Doink. Doink. Where am I? I don't know, man. My schedule's going to be a little bit different this week for animating. I should be animating a little bit less in the daytime. Oh, I'm at 22. Because it is my family's birthday week. My birthday's on the 2nd, my wife's on the 12th, my kid's on the 10th. And so this coming week, this Monday through Friday, my wife takes it off because it's her birthday week. And so I probably won't be animating as consistently during the day, but I still will be streaming when I can, and I'll still be streaming at night. But I want to leave my day open to whatever activities she wants to do. Where's my tea? I want tea. Rattle them bones. Using background music as you make your DGT. Yeah, I encourage you guys to utilize this time to get your DGT done as well. Let's chill. We got a couple hours. I'll do a couple hour block and knock out our parts, yeah? Green tea is good. I like green tea. Let's do a nice couple hour block, shall we? And thank you guys again for making Junko Day such a big success. We are rounding at about 64,000 views on TikTok. And the biggest metric that I like to follow more than anything is I like to output into the universe more value produced than I consume. So currently on Junko's demonstration, he has 464 hours of watch time. Okay, so I like to see this as, and I want this is actually a quick lesson for all of you out there who do content creation or are looking to do animation. If you want to be encouraged on another way to look at the value you are putting out into the universe. Okay, so this Junko's demonstration is 64K views. Okay, which is fantastic. I'm very happy with this number, right? But to some people, you might think, okay, well, this isn't like viral. You know, this isn't a viral number. This isn't anything going crazy. But yeah, it's cool. But other people might look at that and be like, well, you can't actually do anything with that, right? Let me show you a different way to look at it. Okay, so this is 64K views. That's one way to look at it, and that's how most people look at it. Now, to make Junko's demonstration, I spent roughly 60 hours working on it. Okay? So 60 hours of my time is what I spent working on it, right? So this is my input. This is my input to create it. All right? But right now, currently, it has 465 hours of watch time. Okay, so think about it this way. My input amount of hours I spent was 60. But for my 60 hours of time spent over 2 weeks, in a matter of 3 days, it has amassed 465 hours of value output. This is a totally different way to think about this, right? This is Adobe Animate. So instead of looking at it views and likes, look at it as your time input and the value output to the universe, meaning everyone else who saw this, right? So currently, even though one individual only can watch it for 42 seconds, or maybe they watch it multiple times or whatever, you know, it's not a ton of time that they can actually spend watching it unless they watch it over and over and over and over again. You can look at it as a whole of how much value am I adding out there for people to take in, right? So this is time really well spent. This makes me really happy. I feel very accomplished with this ratio of 60 hours spent, 465 hours output. So that's great value return on my input. Why I mention all this is because you can look at this in different ways. If you spend an hour or 2 hours on something and your watch time is 10 hours, but you only have 500 views, it's still worth your time. You still output more value than your input. And I think that is something that gets lost sometimes. People don't realize that. Oh my God, I'm not trying to zoom in so much. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you because I think that is a unique perspective that took me a lot of time to come to that realization, you know? Because it's easy to be like, oh, my post didn't get 10 million views. I'm not viral. It's not worth it, you know? And that's how a lot of people do look at it. But for me, there was a break-even point. I just wanted to get at least 60 hours of watch time, because then it means that I at least broke even with the amount of effort I had to put forth for the amount of value I put out into the world in the thing that I'm doing, right? Which you don't have to base what you're doing on the value you're outputting. I just want to give another perspective that doesn't really get talked about, which is your watch time. You still got time. Nexel, you still got time for DGT. I'm trying to figure out how I want to consume this chair, this rocket chair. If I want to have him like slam his head on it or run and jump into it, I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to lock in tonight. Plans changed and now I gotta reanimate and finish my DGT part with a simpler Sona. My audition is also with the trombone. Oh, damn. He should kickflip the chair, dolphin dive into it. Maybe, do I throw it towards the center of the stage? Because I realize I'm also not really in the center of the stage. I mean, not that it super matters, but do I throw it over here and then like nose dive into it? Just to create a little more space? WWE diving elbow it? I think we can do that. Belly flop might be kind of fun too. Oh, I might have to people's elbow. I might have to people's elbow just for the nod. And I'll say people's elbow. Is Shock 3 have the people's elbow? I always forget. Is it Shock 3? It is Shock 3. Oh, dude, where was it? I can't get too wrapped up in watching this because I'll watch it for like the rest of the day. Why can't I remember, dude? Is it Shock 2? I can't fix your portal gun, I'm sorry. What's up, G? Wait, G, was that from TikTok? No. No, you're in the Discord. Right? Bro, help me find the people's elbow. I thought so, G. I will do a stone review for the Elementalist if Jan put that out for sure. Is it in 2? It's in 3? I feel like it's like over here, isn't it? Oh! This is right here. Okay. We're gonna people's elbow. I just want to make sure I looked at it looks right. So it's like belly flop in the sky. That's what we're gonna do. There it is. The world is right now. Okay, so he's going to bend down. Let me see if I could actually do this. Let me see if I can keyframe it out. It's not something I'm usually good at. So we're going to bend down. And then he's going to showcase the chair. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bend down. Okay. Or I guess I could just do that. And then we're going to stand up and present the chair. I'm keyframing, dude. Look at me go. Ta-da! Ta-da! Look at the chair. Can I make him be more exaggerated? Can we do the Tension Maru pose? Can he be literally like this? Would this be funnier? Ta-da! Does that even work? Maybe. Yeah, I like that. That's funny. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, so, alright, let's get us there. So now that I have that kind of rough outline, let's get us there. I'm going to do 1 frame bending down. Now, if you know me, I usually don't keyframe, but I'm trying to practice something a little different, right? Challenge yourself. It is okay. Art is about doing stuff that kind of scares you a little bit sometimes. Taking some risks. You don't gotta go crazy, but try something, you know? Okay. I need a kazoo fanfare when he shows his creation. Ta-da! Yeah, we're gonna do that for sure. Ta-da! Okay, now I'm going to skew him down there quickly. Okay, so underhand here will be this back arm shooting back, and this front arm will jut downwards, and we can showcase a little bit of this movement being quick by adding some speed lines here. You guys have a good weekend? I haven't seen you since Junko's release, man. It's always weird for me because I'm such a creature of habit that if I break my habit at all, it feels weird, you know? And we've definitely been grinding a lot of animation, you know? So even just a little break, I feel like it's been a while, you know, even though it hasn't. One of my friends says hi. He's playing a scary Minecraft mod pack. Okay, so if this is where I'm going to end up, let's do an overshoot frame first, okay? Overshoot frame is where instead of ending where my keyframe is, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go a little bit past it. So my head's down. I'm actually going to go down like this. Overshoot where my keyframe is. So I'm going to go a little bit lower on the torso. A little bit lower on the knee. A little bit lower on the other knee. Ta-da. See that? Does that make sense? Oh, get off me, camera. I don't want camera. What are you doing? I had a great weekend, but I feel a little bored today. Oh, that's not fun. Actually, you know what? Boredom is a luxury. I haven't been bored since I was a kid. To be honest with you. That may not make sense to you right now, me saying boredom is a luxury. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But one day, I promise, one day that'll make sense. And you'll remember that I said that so randomly. And you're gonna be like, oh my, wait a minute. Yo, what the? He was right! See that? That's our overshoot. And now we can recover from that overshoot before we head into our next keyframe. Wow, look at me! It's almost like I'm animating. Whoa. Okay, now at this point he's coming to a stop. If ever so briefly before standing up. Head doesn't move a whole lot here, but we do want to move it a little bit. Okay. Yo! Snupbill! 50,000 IDR. I don't know how much that is, but either way, I super appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support, friend. How are you doing today? Burger cheese bok choy? I agree. Burger cheese bok choy. For real. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. How was your weekend? Appreciate the support, my friend. You know what? This arm is actually a little whack. It used to be a little bit more like that to make even like a tiny bit of sense. There we go. It's Jacob. Hello. Dude, I'm so curious how many people have made the leap over from TikTok off of our Junko release to see what all this is about. Hey, we did it! I did a keyframing. Okay, now we need to stand him up, though. Which I think is going to be a little more awkward. Gonna drop that knee down a little bit as he rotates the weight forward to his front leg. See that? Just checking out. Got his stuff before going back to college. John Gaiman, etc. I know the feeling. What game are you playing right now? Okay, I think here is where we're going to probably do our skew frame. Ta-da! Fishing 100%ing for Le Funny. Whoa! Oranger! Dubik Newt! I don't know if I said hi. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, before we get to this frame, we are once again going to do the overshoot for flavor. So let's paste it in place. Whip the head back a little bit more. Exaggerate the pose a little bit more. So we're ending up like that, right? So I'll actually shoot the pelvis out a little more. Straighten his leg probably all the way. See what I'm doing here? I had a pretty lovely day today, yes. Some smear frames, because he is moving quick here. You can even smear the hair a little bit here, to be honest, on the tip. He's going pretty quick right here. Oops. Ta-da! Let's see. Ta-da! Getting this leg just right is a bit of a pain, but we're gonna do it. Okay. Later! See you, buddy. It does have a bit of a satisfying bounce to it, I will say. Ta-da. The head might have went up too much, to be honest. So when I do a pressure test on the app that comes with my tablet, the pressure works, but but in Animate does not. You probably have to turn off Windows Ink. I think that conflicts with the driver of your tablet, probably. Let's see what that looks like. Ta-da! Oh, we are blinking arm. Ta-da! Okay, now we're gonna grab it and get rid of it. What's up, Josh? How you doing, buddy? He's gonna throw it and then to the middle of the stage, and then people's elbow land on it to absorb it. I think you can just search Windows Ink. Is it? Yeah, Windows Pen and Windows Ink settings. And I think turn this off. Use handwriting. No. Handwriting pen. Digital pen settings. It's something to do with this setting, these sections here, I believe. I believe. Later, dude. Thanks for stopping by, friends. Also, I need to have like an official thing to refer to us all as. I keep going back and forth between mountaineers and Mountinians. I don't know what to officially call us. Rock climbers. What's up, Olivers? Hey, Oliver, did you get your stream key for a few quick matches? I saw my comrades in the Dojo cast talking about needing to be able to figure out how to contact you. I don't know if you got that or not. You haven't gotten it? Okay, let me check real quick with them. I will reach out and see if they are available to pass me the key for you. Okay, we're gonna grab this chair. Oh, this isn't underneath enough things. Okay. So let's go under. Rock Gang. I had to switch from WinTab and Animate. It was on Windows 8. That's what it was. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I'm glad you got it figured out. I think it should fit something to do with Stone Mountain Discord, though, because that makes the most sense for people who are new. You know what I'm saying? Who might want to join. Then they'd be like, oh, that makes sense now, because it's the name of the Discord. Oops, that's... I want to try and grab the head exactly as it is so I can scoot it back a little bit. Okay, so I have this all being one thing now. It's being grabbed right there. Let's lean back with it. Weights on the front leg. Back leg probably just slides in, honestly. Doesn't have to move much yet, because he's barely starting to move it. I think something that's like... I think the things that have been stuck in my brain the most is Stone Mountainians and Stone Mountaineers. That makes the most sense to me with the name of the Discord. I know, I like them both. Same. So, Donnie? Mountaineers? I like Mountaineers. It's easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Space Donut, what's up, boy? Why are you so cracked at animation? You're cracked at animation. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, brother? I'm trying to get like you, my guy. What's up, man? How are you today? Look away for a couple seconds, and then I see a short by you, and it's like the most insane animation I've ever seen. What do you mean, dude? I've been grinding my little booty off. I don't know if you know this, but I've been animating for like 200 hours straight. How do you even see the onion skin? I don't know. I turn my eyes away. I filter my brain filters it. So I think the center is right there. Yeah, we'll work on that. Okay, at least the toss is in place. Okay, the toss is there. I just wanted the toss to be there. Dude, I've been so busy. But you know what? It's a good busy because I'm so excited. My brain has been so racked with this entire RH universe thing. You guys have some idea, but you don't actually have the full picture yet, which is by design and exciting for me. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Once you used to animate, you could tell what's the onion before and after the onion. I don't even have an after onion. I did fit in a few quick matches, dude. Woo! I was wooing my way to victory, except I didn't win at all. Woo! I swear Pluto put that in there just for me. I've also only recently found out about the RH universe you've been working. Good luck with that, man. It looks super cool. I'm so excited, Space Donut. You have no idea, man. 100 characters, over 4 years of animation essentially queued up. And I'm so ready. And I'm only gonna get better. That's my favorite part. And my thing is like, people are falling in love with Junko, which I love. But there's so many more cool characters to come. And they have, like, the vast majority of people didn't even need to see Pyro Knight yet, which I think Pyro Knight would be loved just as much. But the algorithm hadn't given me any attention yet, so it kind of got missed by, like, big numbers. But I have a way. Yeah, baby. Tire. Rocket. Ta-da! Whew. So currently, Space is just me. I do have Exortine low-key in the back, working on a character demo as well. But so far, the things that have been output is just me. And I use the characters for various things, whoever fits. Yeah, Junko is having fun. This is a fun thing for him. What's up, Neon? But we have 100 characters to animate. 100 uniquely created animation-ready characters. All complete with subclasses, a whole world, relationships between characters. You know, you got like mom, dad, kids, grandma. World map connecting them all. Gods putting together a tournament for them to fight in. A guardian that looks over the stone mountain. Yes, the entire planet is a mountain. And each one of these demos, this is Ski Buddy, this is the one that's coming next that you haven't seen yet. Each one of these demos is happening all in this light void, all at the same time, where all of the two gods are witnessing all of the characters' strengths, abilities, and weaknesses so that they can pair them up in a massive 1v1 tournament. So the game plan is, Space Donut, is I'm going to have people help me make demos. Okay, like Exortine is working on a demo for a character. And then for the 1v1 for the tournament, the official tournament of the two gods, is going to be a joint file. At least in my mind, that's how I'd like to do it, where I work on my character that I made a demonstration for in a joint file with somebody else who made a demonstration for another character that's officially on the project. So for instance, let's say currently, I believe Exortine is still working on... Where's Ecstatic at? Ecstatic is a goober. Right here. He's working on Ecstatic, right? So he'll make a demo for Ecstatic, and I made a demo for Pyro Knight, and they're on opposite teams. I believe Pyro Knight is Neptune. I'm just shooting off the top of my head. Actually, let's get this up. This matters. So if we look at the list here, this is actually the list of all of the characters and their affiliation, whether on Team Neptune or Team Ultra, right? So if I look up Ecstatic is Team Ultra. And if I look for Pyro Knight, Pyro Knight is Neptune, right? So those two could fight, right? So he finishes the demo for Ecstatic. I make the demo for Pyro Knight, which is... I'm actually going to show it to you so you can see what I'm even talking about. That's not it. Let's just do this. Oh, wait, here it is. Oh, what? That's without music. Hold on. So this is the demo I made for Pyro Knight. Yeah, Josh actually is working for his DPT is on using Silly Stab, which is another one of the SRSGU characters as well. So I have the right. I really like Pyro Knights. Not enough people have seen this. I'm gonna play it another time. Pyro Knights has a large stone mace that as he hits targets, it charges the mace with fire, and then he discharges the fire out of the shield. So he can use the shield as a speed boost, or he can send people flying using it, or he can burn people with it. He's a badass. Right? So let's say Pyro Knight, that's his demo. Then we have the demo for Ecstatic. And then I'm going to work on a joint file where I animate Pyro Knight and Exortine animates Ecstatic for the official 1v1 tournament that is put together by the two god characters. Like I said before, which is Neptune and Ultra. Now, aside from that, this is where it gets crazier. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. This is for everyone. We're going to go on for a little ride here. There's even more. If you want to deep dive in these characters, there's even more you can find, such as, look at this, lore. So this is a story written by Kami Pyro, which was the original name of the character because it was named after him because he left a comment on my TikTok, and I said I would make people an honorary character in the universe. And so Kami Pyro is also a writer. So I went through, and this is art done by Lan Zhao, and he wrote a lore for Pyro Knight, and I went through and narrated the lore. So I'll just skip through it real quick.
In the pack, Andre gritted his teeth, readying his hammer. He really wished crap like this didn't happen. A few minutes before, lights crackled down, followed by thunderous booms, called the arrival of the divine. Neptune, the escaped god, and Ultra, the jailer, both stood on opposite sides.
15-minute lore. So if you want to really get into it, you have a 15-minute lore drop on just Pyro Knight and how he fits into the world. And it goes even further because every character that I make, I plan to create the demo and the hype video. So the reason why Pyro Knight has so much fan art, and I want to share that with you as well, is I make a hype video that shows the viewers a little bit about what's to come and what the character is about. Now, Kami Pyro compiled all of the fan art of Pyro Knight. This is just one character, mind you. There's 100 uniquely created characters. Look at this. And this is fan art made by the community that we're in right now. All of you guys. And these are like different sections of different people inspired by Pyro Knight. This is the entire Team Neptune done by Crow. There's like their banner. Isn't this sick? So to me, look at this. When it comes to creating a world, it's about immersing people and including people to allow them to participate, to become part of the thing. Because to me, that's the most beautiful thing, is allowing people to freely use their creativity however they see fit, and using these characters as a means to express their creativity, however, if they want to participate in it or not. But I think it's the coolest thing, because now to me, Pyro Knight is so alive, right? So let me show you the hype video. I made a hype video for Junko, and I'm actually really, really happy with the hype video and how it came out. But the hype video is important because it also ties in kind of my previous skills that I learned, which is like internet voice editing stuff. Is it Junko hype? Junko ad, check this out. Check this out.
I'm creating an entire creative universe, but I ran into an issue I didn't expect. This Stone's RHG universe contains 100 characters and growing, with subclasses for character types and even a world map, with narrated lore that connects these characters together, all to be animated in a massive stick fight tournament, where each faction, separated by the two gods, fight head to head to see who will come out on top. However, I have to bring each and every one of these characters to life first. I've spent the last few weeks working non-stop on the next SRHGU release. The last release was for Pyro Night, and we had a huge outpouring of support, with a massive wave of fan art coming from the Stone Mountain community. Because of this, Pyro Night has strongly established himself in this universe. But after nearly 70 hours of work, I have completed the next release for our first clown subclass, Junko, a mythical creepy creature who can take inorganic objects and combine them with his own body to create incredible weapons to take out his frightened foes. This is where I need your help. Junko's Celebration of Life is coming up in just 2 days, this Friday, and he has so little fan art. Join me and give Junko life.
And so the people did, because upon his release, let me see if I can find us where we're at here. Junko came out this Friday on TikTok and on YouTube, and he is now at 62,000 views.
That's when my thoughts can be dangerous. That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred, forget what I'm saying. And I'm face clean off my bunny. OCD trying to push my buttons. I said don't touch me. I can be critical, never typical. It's with every syllable, I'm a criminal. It's a bit but never political, pretty visual. Even if you hate it, I make it feel like you're in it though. You call me what you want, but never call me forgettable. Leave me deep in thought, I can never swim in the kiddie pool. Waited, I've been thinking it's cinematic and beautiful. Man, I don't know if I'm making movies or music videos.
And so now Junko is alive. Thank you on the choreo comment, because I am challenging myself as much as I possibly can on these. What's up, Kerma? How you doing, buddy? But every time a demonstration for a character is released, the hype video comes just before it, and that becomes officially that character's day. So Junko was on Friday, 8/8. So that was Junko's Celebration of Life. I know Celebration of Life is typically a funeral, but I don't like calling this them being born, because it's not really being born. It is a celebration of them coming to, I'm celebrating them coming to life, right? So on that day, it's a big day. We put out the release. I jot down their birthday, and that's officially now Junko's Celebration of Life day. It's just like Pyro Nights was 7/25, right? So, not them being born, but them feeling alive. Exactly. So now they're like tangible characters. Like, people in the world know what this character can do. They have their own visual perspective on what they think they look like based off of what I've shown. But now, if that character resonates with them, they might want to participate, either make an animation themselves with the character, or even just get people excited. My whole thing, dude. My real talent is getting people excited to do the thing that makes them happy. So doing all of this is me doing something I like to do, but also giving people the platform to get excited about doing art, doing animation, writing music, writing stories. I want to incorporate people when they want to feel incorporated into participating in this. You know, as far as like the main timeline event of things that are happening, I actually have already planned all the way past the ending of all of this. You know, the things will change and evolve along the way, but and those who are going to help me directly on the project, I will kind of like handpick to make sure like it's going to fit the same exact style that I'm kind of like looking for. But as far as like everyone's participation in doing whatever they want, I've been super open to incorporating people's creative outlets into this. You know, we have people that have made almost like merch level art for stickers or for t-shirts, or, you know, like Kami Pyro with writing stories that I can narrate. Those are all things that I didn't really plan for, but when people started just doing it naturally, I'm like, oh, that would be cool. Oh, this would be cool. And kind of like finding a way to tie it all together. I've written poetry for the clown a bit ago. Haven't written something like that in a long time, and it's very happy to get inspiration to do that again. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Is I like to get those creative juices flowing. And then beyond that, like, since I now have all of these original characters to play with that to me have so much personality and thought that I put into them, when I do something like, you know, we have the Dojo's Got Talent here, I'm like, oh, well, I'm working on Junko right now. Since this is kind of Junko's time, I'll make a part using Junko, and he'll put together, you know, this rocket chair, and, you know, I'll use him for the collab. And then whoever I'm working on later next time can be something for something else. I want to create, I think what it comes down to is at the end of all of this, I want to be able to look back at what I've done in animation and have something that I can point to and say, I did this, you know? And it's all of the things I love in doing specifically stick figure fight animations, you know? How I like it. And, I love getting people excited. I love creating unique characters that have, you know, very clear visuals. I like world building. I like, you know, tying things together in interesting ways. Like the one bit of lore that I just dropped today is all of these demonstrations. This is the one I'm working on for Ski Buddy. They're all happening at the same time. The two gods bring all of the combatants to Andre's arena, and they spawn them into this light void, this yellow background. I call it the light void. Think like the Matrix when he spawns Neo into that white empty space, and he's like, just think about whatever you want. This is the gods have brought these characters into this yellow light void, and they're supposed to strut their stuff, killing off all these NPCs, right? Well, technically, the gods can see all of these happening at the same time. They can see all 100 demos happening at the same time, but us, humans in real life, can only watch them one at a time. So as these demos are coming out, when I get like 4 or 5, maybe 6 of them together, I'm going to put them together in one timeline, right? I said this earlier, and I'll get back to what I was doing, but since we have more people in here, I'll kind of go through it. So let's say we have a demo here. Here's a demo. Here's a demo. Here's a demo. Demo. Now, each one of these demos would have already had their own release along with a hype video, right? For each one of them. But what I want to do is I actually want to sling all of these together, and I want to create segue animations for them. And I also want to create some sort of intro, like showing all of these characters walking in to Andre's arena and then getting ported into the yellow void. And then I also want to kind of some sort of kind of conclusion. So it's like a little block. So it's like individual shorts, short, and then I tie it together with some new animation that's putting into these demos that ties them together, and then it's a block. So then it becomes an episode of, you know, 5 or 6 characters that are somewhat near each other in this vast yellow void. You know, maybe I talked about how if you notice and this is how I'm going to do this too. I don't like doing like big chunks of dialogue. That's not my style. But if you notice here, oh, sorry. This is Plunge, the plunger guy, right? He gets rocked, right? He gets rocked here. This guy became a big fan favorite. Plunger. We have a whole like hour and a half tangent I go on. There might be more fan art of Plunger than there is of actually Pyronite. But, so in this animation, you see him, right? Let me go over to Junko real quick.
Start to get anxious. Touch it. Now y'all done it. I can be critical.
Did you see that?
That don't touch it. Now y'all done it.
You see this Plunger going flying by?
OCD.
So that Plunger flying by is actually when the Plunger went flying by for Pyronite originally. Right here. This guy over here, watch this guy right here. Then that Plunger went flying that way. See that? So when these are strung together, I'm actually going to animate over the top of the already completed Junko demonstration, showing Plunger, this guy here, running by, grabbing that Plunger, running by in front of the screen. Yeah. So that's how these things will slowly be tied together, is that the since it's all happening in this void, there is going to be certain characters that are near each other fighting. Exactly. That's the kind of storytelling and lore type stuff that I like. I do like a good story. I really do. But I'm just not super big on my stick animations having like long chunks of dialogue. You know? I'm not saying I won't do it, but that's the kind of stuff I like, where it's like if you're paying attention, you might be able to, like, literally the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV screen meme. You know what I'm saying? But it'll also make it more interesting to see the full episode. Instead, like, you might just say, okay, well, I watched all of these individual demos. I literally could care less about watching the episode. And I get that. But if you don't watch the episode, you're going to miss the intro. You're going to miss the conclusion. You're going to miss the segues that overlap these animations. Like, for instance, at the end of Junko's animation, he runs stage left. I might, in the next animation where it shows, I don't know, Ecstatic or something, or maybe Ski Buddy, you might see Junko run in front of the screen. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to miss you'll miss the Easter eggs, you'll miss the segues, and you'll miss the alterations I make to the episode. But that way, as I'm creating things, I have regular shorts content via demos. I have regular, like, content that's being creating outside of the animation through the hype videos. We could even do, like, fan art days where I'm showcasing a bunch of different fan art for each individual character as separate content. It's a way for me to continuously keep you guys involved and the audience involved with the world that we're creating while working on something bigger, right? The big picture is the 1v1, right? The massive Two Gods tournament 1v1. But inside of that bubble, we have the episodes. And then inside of that bubble, we have the characters themselves, right? So like their demos. And then inside of that, if you go even further into the rabbit hole, you can get to the fan art and the lore and, you know, like all the extra stuff that come into like Stones Mountain. So it's got multiple different layers all throughout that have regular different postings, giving all of these characters a life. And this is aside from what anyone else could be doing in the meantime, like other people creating fan art of the character, other people creating animations of the characters. That's completely separate of anyone else who wants to participate in this in any way that they feel like they want to. I encourage everyone to, I never want to force anyone to do literally anything, but it comes down to, if this gets you excited and you have a character that resonates with you, then I want you to feel like, oh, I want to animate that, or I want to try that out, or I want to fight this character versus this character, or I want to have Ski Buddy and Pyro Knight dancing in a meme video, whatever. You know what I mean? All of it helps bring the characters even more to life. I'm still in love with this though. Ski Buddy, another one this is a guy that's going to be coming out next. He'll probably either be next Friday or the Friday after that. I don't know who did this. You know, like, I don't know who I summoned to that last part, but there you go, Space Donut, and everyone else that's joined us. I know I kind of went on a tangent there. I know the vast majority of you have heard me do this spiel a couple different times, and I'm gonna do it more and more as we go on. But that is the Stones RHG universe in a nutshell right now. It doesn't feel like it was all me though. It doesn't feel like it was me, bro. Someone else took the wheel. This was so cool for me, like, learning about all of this. I love it, dude. Thank you for the opportunity to kind of share, and I'm glad that you are a willing and excited participant to learn about it. Because like I said, I'm not opposed to people animating with me directly on the project. I want to keep it slow. You know, I don't want like 50 people working on this, because this is currently, as it stands, at my current pace, about 4 to 5 years of work. That is just demos and hype videos. It's about 4 to 5 years of work before I will finish all 100 characters. That doesn't even include the 1v1s. That doesn't include the episodes and the segue episodes or anything else extracurricular. Just demos at this current pace by myself is 4 to 5 years. And I do like that. I do like the idea of having all this work in front of me. I don't want to just speed run through it. I want to become the best animator I can possibly be throughout it, you know? But with that being said, I'm not opposed to bringing on talented animators that I think can match what I'm looking for and the style in a way that will further the project without taking too much off. You know what I mean? Like doing too much of it for me type thing. Because I am not the most talented stick animator out there. That is just how it is. Whether you think you think I'm being facetious or something, it's the truth, okay? But I do want to become better, and I know that this project will and already has improved me. So I don't want to take that from myself. I don't want to take that opportunity from myself, you know, because I know there's a lot of really talented animators that could hop on this project and just nail it, like right off the bat. So I do want to incorporate people, but I don't want a bajillion people jumping on right away. You know, I want to take it slow so I could really get to know everything that I'm doing. And whoa, did I overthrew that? That's actually kind of cute. But you get it, right? Look, if you need someone to do 1v25 stick figures, hit me up. I'm not against it, dude. I have my eyes peeled, let me tell you. Because like I said, I think the coolest thing to do would be one person does a demo, right? I do a demo, you do a demo, and then for the official 1v1 tournament, the 1v1 animation, which is like the bigger deal, right? This is actually like part of the main timeline of events. You'll animate the character you made a demo for, and I animate the character I made a demo for, and we literally, inside of that one FLA, using the skills of how we learned how to animate those characters specifically, we fight in this animation. And that's what will decide how that shakes down, will decide who won the 1v1. And also, the void, how the void works is the two gods, they want each and every one of these characters to go all out. So when we're in the yellow void, you can't die. It is supposed to be a to the death battle between the two characters, but they don't die. You know what I mean? It's like a video game world. Because the gods want to see you go all out. They don't want you to actually think like, oh, I can't, I don't want to die. I gotta hold back, you know what I mean? They want each and every character to go all out for the 1v1. So that's the other like justification of like, well, how is that guy still alive? He's not dead. He didn't die. He didn't die in his 1v1 because he was in the yellow light void. Because if you were making this, you would want all the characters to go completely all out. I'm trying to squish this chair out. There we go. But as it stands currently, I have been animating every day for the last, I don't know, how long has it been, guys? 2 months? Month and a half? 2 months? And I stream 2 to 3 times a day, about 6 times a week. It's only been a month? That's crazy, actually. I got really good progress, but when I went to save the work in progress, I noticed I'm missing a note frame. Oh. Maybe 2 months? I don't know, dude. But anyways, yeah, I have my eyes peeled for animators, like I said before. Donut, I think you'd actually probably be a damn good candidate. I haven't checked your stuff recently, but your past stuff was definitely like legit, dude. My biggest thing is I want the viewer to, when they see it, not be like, oh, is this not officially part of the thing? Because this doesn't look like what Stone made. You know what I mean? So whoever is on the project has to match the style, at least to some degree. You know, it doesn't have to be like, oh, that's oh, I can't even tell the difference type scenario, but it would have to be like kind of close, you know? And that's not because I'm like, oh, and you need to animate like me. It's just, I want, like, if I'm not doing it myself, I want it to have continuity for the people who are watching, to feel like, oh, it's not like something entirely different. It just looks similar or something. Am I doing reviews again? I will be doing reviews. Stone reviews is a thing, man. I actually had recorded some on stream a few weeks ago. The last animation I reviewed, it wasn't like it was a new animation. What was it? I'm trying to think. Like, it wasn't an animation necessarily that had just come out. Or no, it was. I did one on one of Eye's releases. The EYE for mod. It was a 17-minute long one. Is there a way you can submit your stick animation so you can review? If you put it in stream review on Stone Mountain, I can take a look. I like, basically I randomly pop into stream review and take a look. Yeah, that's the last upload, but I haven't uploaded any of the new stream reviews, but I did them on stream, but I haven't uploaded anything. Am I looking forward to this? To what? You talking to me or him? I honestly, I had mixed reviews about people when I first did Stone's reviews. That's kind of why I stopped doing them, is because I never wanted it to feel like I was farming content and just being one of those like React guys. I genuinely just absolutely love stick fight animations. And in no way, shape, or form did I want to farm views or content off of the people who were making them. And due to the perception of how React videos are, it was kind of like coming off that way for people. That's also why I wasn't even including the complete animations in what I was reviewing, because I didn't want to steal from the original creators in any way. The SRHU? Oh yeah, absolutely. Every day I'm excited about it. It's all I think about, to be honest with you. Cassia, hello! My day has been pretty darn good. I can't really complain. I don't have very many complaints. How was your day? Did you have a good weekend? Dude, you guys have been so kind. You guys have been great. I honestly did not expect to have this many people showing up to my streams or supporting the project, especially this early on, you know? I understand how these things take time. Everyone has been so kind and accepting and joyful, and that's my whole thing, man. Is there's so many bad things happening in the world all the time, dude, and it's all there's like just so much going on, you know. And the world would be such a better place if people focused on just spreading joy and whatever joy or passion or the thing that it is that you do. If you just did that, man, you know, I think I gotta go a little slower here. Whee! Oh, it's in air here, in air, in air, in air, down, down, boop, boop. You know, I've seen so many so-called animation channels where they never animate but only talk about other people's animations. So I'm happy you're not like that. Much respect. Yeah, I didn't want it to come off that way at all, and I wasn't sure if I was doing it right yet. And I'm actually glad I stopped because I'm so much better of an editor now than I was then. And there's so much more that I could do in a lot of different ways in that light now that I wasn't able to do before. Because I did a lot of editing stuff while I was gone, you know? Gone in this, from your guys' perspective, you know? There's a whole other section of the internet that sees me through a different alias, through a different genre completely. I think, dude, I don't know about who the biggest fan is of Dojo Cast, but we definitely have some big Dojo Cast fans in the Mountaineers for real. Plot twist, secretly he's Mr. Beast. No, never. I will never be Mr. Beast. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I can do an internet voice, though. I am Dojo Cast's biggest fan. You can't beat me. I came back and I was like, dude, this Dojo Cast thing, Hatena and Stone, or Hatena and Hyun that you guys did, is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I want to do that a lot. Can we do that? And they were like, yes, absolutely, please. So shout out to them for accepting me, coming back the way that they did, and embracing me. Just being like, let's do this. I like this. It's people's elbow time.
Black cap chickadee.
So will there be 2 review streams for the Dojo's Got Talent collab? I think so. I believe that we're planning for 2. Big fan of Dojo Cast, probably the major reason I came back to the community. That's what I'm talking about, dude. I'm so happy that you guys are happy to have me back. I was also fully ready to just be completely a nobody because I didn't know if anyone even knew who I was anymore. I was really shocked to find out that people not only had heard of me before, but like knew me. That was very weird. Totally unexpected, because you gotta remember I was gone for like 8 years. The internet is very quick. 8 years is basically being gone for 100 million years. I have no idea if this is gonna work, by the way. I really don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, we're dropping the people's elbow. Is the chair gonna dodge that? Nope. The chair is unfortunately not gonna dodge that. Boom! I actually don't know what this is gonna look like. Hey, it actually looks pretty decent. I am shocked. Boom! And I'm gonna make the chair just disappear here because he's gonna absorb it. I don't know how I'm gonna have him absorb it yet. I'm just realizing I think I have to jump a little bit further forward. That's fine. Boom! Would it be cool if I made music for Yes, please. That'd be great. Junko turns liquid as he absorbs the chair. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. He might. Favorite Zelda game? Probably Ocarina of Time. Oh. I put that all in the wrong layer for a second there. A sing-along? Okay. Big elbow Reno here. Land. Boop. Boop. Oh. Oh, the camera's not done, so this is probably gonna like throw it and we won't even get to see what he does. I think that's what's gonna happen here. Yeah. He just leaves. Junko, where are you going? I want to see what you're doing. Okay, let's get the camera on him. Let's see. Ta-da! Let's zoom in slightly at his ta-daing. Ta-da! Then we're gonna zoom out. Going. Okay, let's take a gander. Finish the missing frame. Gonna send the work in progress to the Discord, then go to bed. All right. Well done. Well done. So is VCam Shuriken's version of VCam with the tools and everything? I don't think so. Not with the, I don't think it's the one with the like the parallax tools and stuff. Yo. I think I want to change the impact though. Like it's not bad. I wonder if I could do like he lands into the chair, but it like looks like he fails it because he is actually trying to make impact with the chair. And it's like, oh, like the crowd's like, no, like he failed, you know? But that's not at all gonna be it. Because he's slowly going to start absorbing the chair. The way Animate feels magical? Thank you. I think animation is magical. I don't think he's going to turn into liquid, per se. But it's gonna make you think that Junko didn't succeed in his attempt. But he did. Exactly what Junko wanted to happen happens here. And I'm gonna animate his body like absorbing this stuff. As he's like coming, quote unquote, coming to through this reaction. Does that make sense? Like he's coming to. It looks like he's just recovering. But he's gonna be like, wait, no, I'm good, hold on. Just wait. Everything's happening just as it's supposed to. He's absorbing the chair. He's people's elbowing the chair and absorbing it. because he's gonna make a unicycle rocket chair. But he has to crash it into his body to absorb it. It looks like he lands on the chair and it becomes way more solid than he expected. Exactly. It's supposed to look like a failed attempt. Like, it's almost supposed to look like if you were at a real magic show, right? You know how like they'll do magic tricks where it looks like the magic trick went wrong and like he messed up. He's trying to make it look like, oh no, like I don't know what he was trying to do, but that couldn't have been that, right? But he's gonna have parts of his body jutting out during this and absorbing the chair. So it's gonna be like, oh no, wait, what's happening? And then he's gonna stand up and be like, hold on a second, like point at them, like just wait. And then he's gonna spit out the present that spits out the unicycle rocket chair. And then everyone's gonna be like, what? Unicycle rocket chair? That's disgusting. What was he doing? Why is he like this? Yeah, he's eating the chair. He's eating the rocket tire chair. And he's going to make something that looks a little bit like this. And he's gonna ride it around like, woohoo! Yeah! Because Junko takes inorganic objects, combines them in his body, and makes a new object. That's what Junko's ability is. If I can do this right, we'll see. Oh, the honk sound might be fun, yeah. I'm trying to make like these tentacly arm things come out. And they're gonna wrap around the chair. Gotta remember, Junko's kind of gross. He's kind of icky. At least I see him that way. Yeah, because he's hungry because he wants to create. He likes new challenges and new objects because they create almost like a new difficulty for him. Something he wants to see if he can make something new, you know? Like, I like to think he went into this. Oh, I put that on template. What am I doing? I like to think he went into this not knowing what he was gonna do, and then just decided on the fly, like, oh, I'm just gonna do this. Can Junko eat food? Yes or no? Yeah, he can eat food. But also, I think of Junko like Junko's like not like a god character, but he's like really old. Like, he's been around for a while. Junko's got experience. He's been He's been insatiably hungry for creations and consumption of objects for a very long time. Dude, no joke. Hyun is a comedic genius. You guys have no idea. By the way. Bye, Cassia! Could Junko's tentacles perhaps act more as arms to reach things, otherwise he couldn't? He could do arms, kind of, but they have to be really close. Like, it has to be really up close for the most part. I don't want to give him too much range, because then he could become Habalaba Bobo, essentially. Habalaba Bobo is a tentacle-based clown. And I don't want to take away from that character, you know? By the way, I have no clue if this is going to work. I haven't looked yet. I've never done something like this. I'm just going for it, man. I'm trusting the process 100% right now. Ooh. It might work, guys. It might work. It might work. Ooh. Oh. It's working. I think it's working. Let's see what it looks like. What's up, Divvy? Even trying to plan those movements would be so hard. Yeah, I don't know how people do keyframes as well for stuff like more intricate stuff like this. But that's why I don't do it. Know what I mean? That's why I do it my way, which may not be the right way. It's just the way I do it. Know what I mean? There we go. As long as the result's juicy enough to watch like 100 times, methods or techniques won't matter much. Yeah. Boom. He's also being dramatic too. It's not this much effort for Junko to do this. It's for show. He's got to give the people a show, you know what I mean? He's got to give them something to look at. No idea if this is gonna work, by the way. Totally freestyling this. Yeah, we'll make it work. Look at him go. What an entertainer. The drama. Later, Oliver. Okay. Okay. Is it Final Fantasy music? He's gonna have the present in his hand, and he's gonna show it like Vanna White. Ta-da! Must be a Final Fantasy like string. Oh, thanks. I did not want that brushstroke. You were right. My phone just updated and took me 15 minutes for the wait for it to turn on, leaving me only 1% of battery. Yikes. Yeah. Present. Do you see it? I like it. I like it. I could even do like a little like ew. Almost like it wasn't completed, you know? The advanced layers will always break it. Advanced layers break almost everything. Here we go, let's see. Icky. So he's gonna pull the present out. He's gonna show it off, and then the unicycle is gonna pop out, and he's gonna ride it around. Yeah, I'm going through this for sure. It's the Junko show. Ta-da! Chair, tire, rocket. Look at this! Woo! I think that's it. He's gonna show this off. Ta-da! And he's gonna face it the other way, and then it's gonna come popping out, and then he's gonna ride it. I think that's, dude, you know what? I think that's a good place to call it. It is already almost midnight, or almost 1 a.m. I do want to see it, Waddle. Hit me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night, but I want to see what Waddle has for music, and then I'm not sure what time I'll be animating tomorrow, if I'm gonna do a morning or evening or a morning or afternoon shift, but I will do another evening shift. It almost reminds me of like a Sega Genesis like video game menu, you know, in a cool way. That's cool, Waddle. This is what's playing right now. That's pretty cool, Waddle. It does remind me of like almost like a SNES game menu. 8-bitty. Very cool, man. Very cool. Alright, my friends. I think I'm gonna head off for now. Thank you so much for joining me. I will still be in the Stone Mountain for a little bit as I head off to bed. If you guys want, if you have any questions or anything, I'll be checking it out while you guys are hanging out in there. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming and supporting me once again. And we had a very successful launch for Junko. Very excited about that. Well underway with Ski Buddy here. I'll give you another taste of Ski Buddy before we go. This is how far we got into that. And I'm also done with my Dojo's Got Talent for Junko as well, which is very cool. Woo! So, thank you so much, guys. I will see you all again tomorrow. Sleep well. Love you. And, yeah, see you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye now. Bye-bye now. Bye now. Bye.